A few months ago, I did a video showing you how to remove babies from rooted leaves. And as part of that discussion, we talked about when to remove the babies. In this video, what I'd like to do is revisit that topic and show you why I like to remove the babies as soon as possible. This story starts with this African violet right here. And it's got kind of a funny name, so I'm probably going to butcher this, but the name is DN Kitka Sisek. You can let me know in the comments whether I got that close. This plant looks pretty good and it's producing its first flower. So I'll finally get to see what I actually bought. I bought the mother leaf for this 6 months ago. I rooted it, I propagated it, I've been growing it. This will be its first flower. But these are also babies from that same leaf. Let me walk you through the details here. Oh, and by the way, that video I mentioned about how to remove babies, I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. I'll also include a link to my video that shows you how to root the leaves. As I mentioned, I got the leaf about 6 months ago, and the reason I picked it was that it was a huge leaf. I'd never seen an African violet with leaves that large. My largest plant is this one right here. And these leaves are only maybe a third of the size that the leaf was that I purchased. So this plant, I think, will get much, much larger. I brought the leaf home, started rooting it, and about 2.5 months later, I had rooted leaves and babies growing. And that's when I made the video about removing babies. What you're seeing on the screen right now is a picture out of that video for this plant. Those are the first babies that I grew. And I removed them fairly quickly from the leaf, and I've been removing them ever since. Let's have a closer look at these plants. This is my largest plant, and as you can see, the buds are getting close to the opening. Now you might notice that the leaves are a bit curvy, and the original leaf that I started with also did that. So I don't think this is a cultural problem. I think it's just the way the plant grows. I also have quite a few babies that are this size, a little smaller, not ready to flower, but really healthy. And in fact, I've given away quite a few of these already. I had too many. Going back in time, I have even smaller babies. There's a couple more coming along. But the very smallest ones are right here. You can see that the mother leaf is still there. It's pretty shriveled down, it's quite brown, but there are 3 baby plants coming here. In fact, earlier today when I was looking at this, I gave the leaf a little tug and it's not really attached anymore. It's pretty much rotten. This isn't doing any good for these babies. This leaf was started 6 months ago, and ever since then is producing babies. Now the pot for this is pretty large for these tiny plants, so I might take these out and put them in a smaller pot. That's what everybody advises. You can't grow African violets in big pots, but to be honest with you, I haven't found that to be a problem. I'm pretty sure that if I leave them in here, they'll grow just fine. In fact, since this is rotten anyways, they've been growing in here for numerous weeks without a problem. You can remove African violet babies really early, much sooner than most people do. And if you do that, your leaf will produce a lot more babies. Now the flip side of that is you let the babies grow on the leaf, and the leaf supports that growth, and they might grow a little faster, but you'll get a lot fewer babies. Now here's a couple other videos to help you propagate African violet. Thank you very much for your support. If you'd like to connect directly with me, the best way is through my Facebook group, Garden Fundamentals. We'll answer all of your questions there. I also have a blog called Garden Myths, where I've debunked over 2,000 different myths. I'll put links to all of these in the description below. Happy gardening.